Okay. Joke's done because now RFK did make a big announcement this week.
Yeah.
He announced his VP,
Yeah.
Nicole Shanahan.
Yep. O'Harahan. Look, I let me just tell you my bit because it's short. I was watching this live stream for like 2 hours and they didn't even announce the campaign lady. So then once they said the lady's name, I dipped out. So that's all I know. What do you know?
Oh, you didn't watch her speech?
No, I didn't.
Well, first off, her kid has autism because of vaccines.
Woo!
That was like within the first 3 minutes of meeting her.
Damn.
We're about to show you. I don't even know what that is. A joke.
Look at how autistic.
Yeah, you're a lot closer. And then she comes out and is like, yeah, my 8-month-year-old daughter was fine. 8-month-year-old. What the fuck am I trying to say? Whatever. She was fine. She was grabbing things. She was smiling. And then boom, we got her vaccinated and game over.
Did the audience like cheer when they're like, so my daughter has autism?
It was a video presentation for like 10 minutes and then she came out. So she like warmed him up with all the, but
Gotcha.
I don't know. RFK's like, we need a young person to be my VP.
Is she like 50?
No, she's like 38.
Oh, okay. No, she's useful. And I didn't know she was married to the guy who made Google.
Yeah.
So she's in tech.
Yeah.
And
Sergey Brin or whatever.
Yeah. Sirhan, one of these clowns here that we're talking about. I'm glad with the pick though, because his whole slant is like environmentalism and she seems to have a pretty modern and good environmentalist background. So glad it was not like Aaron Rodgers or Jesse Ventura.
I just don't know if it's going to give his campaign more buzz, but
yeah, no, that's true. But I think the fake announcement of it possibly being Aaron Rodgers, like I think they realized that will give them like 99% of the press they would want anyway. So then it's like, now that we can fool them with this, now we throw in our real VP.
Well, he should have said Donald Trump or Joe Biden was going to be his VP because then everybody would be talking because that doesn't make any sense.
That's true, yeah. And if he declines, Joe Biden will be my VP. And he kind of sounds like an older Big Mike. Hey, Big Mike from
Now,
Logan
I will say this.
Paul.
This is the scary thing about Nicole Shanahan. Is she kept talking about technology because she's a Silicon Valley biatch, bad bitch, boss girl. But she keeps talking about, we have to like get tech people into these like committees and stuff. Like when we're in the White House, we're going to have them like helping us decide like AI and stuff for the future. Yeah. But it's all this like, it needs to be in the right hands versus the wrong hands. And we could be in the wrong hands otherwise. But that feels kind of scary, It's like, why do we still trust anybody?
That's true. You know who, not to keep talking about Andrew Yang, but he had the best stance on like data and big tech where it was like people need to be tied to their data so they can sell it to companies instead of like now where companies just take your data and sell it to other companies without you even knowing. Like, but then, it seems like what she's saying is just, the good guys will take care of it. But it's like, okay, well, how long are the good guys in charge? Are you going to establish like a monarchy and make sure you guys stay in power? Because I'm okay with that, but how long? 4 years you guys are gonna give it to the bad guys or whatever.
Yeah, but I do like all the food, clean food or whatever the hell, because they're like talking about all the things that are banned in Europe. There's like hundreds of ingredients that you can't even use
like
in products and like processed food over there.
Yeah. Most of like the food dyes are like banned in Europe that we use. It's crazy. I mean, we are just like, we've got something in the joke cards later.
Have you ever seen that app that you just like scan? This isn't new, but where you just scan a label and it tells you everything bad in it.
Yeah. Well, think
it's a nice app.
It is a good app. And you know what it reminds me of too? Another dangerous app is, do you remember iBeer? 99 cents. Who knows what was in that stuff? And we were just drinking it like it was nothing.
Yeah, no, my app's a good app though, but I did forget about iBeer and Shotgun the gun app
where you had to pay like 99 cents to like reload. And man, what you can't get me on the early 2000s tech thing. So I'll start thinking about Fruitiger Arrow, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that for the show.
Okay, so we will get back to RFK.
Right.
I like hiking, and I want a young person there with me
to help me hike.
Yeah, you have that down. I don't know how to do that. I'm voting for RFK. That's my final thing.
We're gonna do a breakdown of the candidates before we give our official endorsement, but that is a good tease at who we will officially endorse. I just think, look, the thing with Trump is, I love Trump, you love Trump, but with his campaign going forward in 2024, I feel like they're just trying to recapture lightning in a bottle, and it's not going to be what we think it's going to be. Even if he wins by a landslide, I'll still be happy, but it's not, you know what I mean? They're going to try to cuck him even harder. Half of his presidency is going to be spent with him like in court with all these business dealings and stuff, you know? And so, I don't know.
Well, and there's just things that he said he was going to do the first time that he didn't, so I don't know. And maybe he just couldn't, but like fucking over, you know, them boys at the CIA or whatever. And I really think Kennedy would try to like get rid of those agencies.
Yeah.
Or die trying.
He wanted to rape Hillary Clinton, right? Wasn't that what is...
Who?
Gonna rape Trump.
Oh, yeah.
Raping Hillary. That's what we're doing. Have you seen Saving Private Ryan? Well, guess what? Raping Hillary Clinton.
Well, he did say he wanted her to go to prison. Yeah. And that's really always been like a joke. Speaking of April Fools, a joke for, you know, don't drop the soap.
Yeah.
Hillary in prison. So you're right. He did want her to go through that.
Go drop the soap. Yeah, I don't know. Any other things to say about RFK? Oh, they did like that weird like land acknowledgement. They had like a Native American come up on stage and be like,
the Wahiki tribe. The Wahiki Chiwa tribe.
Chief, Red Dye 44 foot is going to be up here. Guna, Buddha, Ganga, Booga, Ginga, Dunga, Boonga.
The indigenous cause has always been important to me.
I loved Killers of the Flower Moon. Great movie. That was my Trump.
Damn, we should just put the best minds together and just do a Kennedy Biden. I guess I already made they're going to be this VP, but you know, we should just have them run together.
Well, you know how they do those videos? It's like the actors of the year. They like sit in a round table and they discuss acting. They just need to have the three candidates sit down like that. Like, no, the number one rule, you can't argue with each other. You just have to shoot the shit with each other and just see what happens.
Like, you know how the media, this is what, if I ran the media, right? If I ran the media and I was asking the tough questions and I was on CNN, right? And I get Biden and Trump to do the debate, I would sit them in a room at the round table, like you said, and I would go, like, what's the most fucked up thing you ever did to a girl? You know, just like
say it like that too. All right, what's the most fucked up thing you've ever done to a girl?
And then, you know, it just loosens them up a little bit. Yeah. You know, they can kind of laugh, bust each other's balls. Like, you did what to her?
Now, Trump, you crazy. Trump, you crazy.
And that would immediately, it would, you know, everyone watching would be like, wow, this is awesome. You know, no matter who wins, we're all happy. It was a fun time.
Yeah.
And we're all closer together because of it. And that's what Kennedy's message really is we need to, you know, we need to sit down and have the uncomfortable conversations with each other.
Which is what's the most fucked up thing we've done to a woman.
And even if you're angry and upset, you don't just leave that table. You know, you owe it to the other person to really try and work through the difficulties at the time.
That's true. And they could do like a Sydney Sweeney or Kim Kardashian, you know, tits or ass. That's how the pop culture
like,
people.
Don't mess around with us, Trump. Just be honest.
Yeah. No, I agree. We need more. And I hate when people say it in like a diplomatic way. No, it needs to be like a shooting the shit way. And that's what RFK Jr. is running on. And that's what his vice president's been saying in Silicon Valley. She's like, we're trying to shoot the shit here, motherfucker. She's really cool with the slang from her speech, obviously, that I didn't watch.
She did use some slang and I didn't like it. And there was a few times where she like, you know, she's reading off a teleprompter, at least for some of it, right? And she's, you know, and what do we want? Robert F. Kennedy, you know, like she forgets that, like the kind of the timing of it.
Okay, I thought it was going to be like, well, good thing where was the speech at?
Oakland.
Okay, good thing we're in Oakland and not in Ohio where the Rizzler is. Like, I thought you meant that type of slang. Livy Dunn, baby Gronk, guys.
Whatever happened to that guy? The guy that covered...
he died. Oh. No, wow. He was never real to begin with. We can... No, I don't know. Do you want to check in on him or should we... Okay, there you go. Take that, baby Gronk guy. You're not even important enough to check in on. And we check in on Oreo Man.
And just before we get off politics, is there anything else? Did Trump do anything funny this week? I haven't been on Twitter, and this is an ongoing saga on the show. I'm not on Twitter, and that's the only place I ever got news ever.
Right. No, I understand that because every time I want to shit on Twitter, I always kind of, on the show, I want to preface it with like, well, I get like all the stories for the show from Twitter. So I can't hate Elon for being such a like Redditor that much because he has made Twitter awesome. Has Trump and Biden done anything? Not that I know of.